Now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the Bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day. They are thankful for those who served our great nation and gave their lives to defend this country, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality, service, and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? This is Old School, Jay Foreman, DP, Austin on the ones and twos. We are brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, every type of meat and every type of cut. It is Tuesday. We are well into Maryland week, football-wise. Basketball team played last night. Impressive first game because the first one's always the hardest. We've been around here where they lost the first one on the last second shot. So, look, a W in the win column or a check in the W column is always good. A lot of stuff going on. Obviously, with high school sports, high school football winding down. When it starts to get cold and basketball season starts, there's another sport that's right along with basketball is men's wrestling, led by no other than my main man Mark Manning, that has the best, the strongest grip this side of the Mississippi.
Doesn't he though?
Yeah, and I love seeing him every time. Mark just looks like a dude that every time he sees you, he wants to grapple. Isn't that what they call it? They want to grapple.
Yeah.
But the one thing about Mark, he's a great leader. First of all, he's a great dude, great man, and great leader. I think they go hand in hand, and has built this program to a national power. And this year, I think, has the ability to be really special. When you have, All-Americans in all the weight classes, or potential All-Americans in all the weight classes, when you have good leadership, good culture. Mark has been on plenty of times, and a lot of times when we were at 48th, where he talked about team building, what it means, and he lets the guys on the team, kind of vet the guys that coming in. So, obviously will make his job easier, but then also makes their job easier as a teammate. So Friday, I think, DP, they have the first match. Is it Friday?
It's their first home match.
First home match
against Campbell. 7:00 Friday. Tickets, you can get reserved seats for $12, which on a Friday night in Lincoln, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Not sure how many of them are available. So if you want reserved seats Friday, you probably should jump on the website and get those. Plenty of general admission, $7 tickets, which, again, really good deal for the quality of 6 and under. Tickets are $1.
Yeah.
And then youth and seniors, $5. So it's a full on. And again, this is, as much as we hype volleyball for being in the top 5 nationally, Nebraska's wrestling program. And if you've ever ventured down to Devaney on a wrestling night, the room is hype.
Yeah, I was about to say it's action packed, it's intense, and they're in it. The one thing I've realized, I never wrestled, so I'm not going to sit up here and perpetrate like I did, but I always appreciate other sports, is that those dudes are all in. It's not like they just wrestle and they're done. They're not watching their teammate. They are out there wrestling every match with their teammates, and so even though it's an individual sport, because I feel like wrestlers have to be individually motivated to go out there and do it, because you're performing in front of your peers and it's a spotlight on you. But everybody knows what they go through and they do it together. And, it's no different than their first home match. I think, look, this is a team that he has that deserves to have a home, like a home field advantage. And I think that does go into it in wrestling. I don't know much about wrestling, but just from what I see. And, I encourage everybody to be there Friday.
Well,
and check it out.
One strong lineup, strong roster, and there are 4 names that jump out for Husker wrestling fans. Of course, Silas Allred at 197 is elite. My favorite wrestler this year is Lenny Pinto. I saw Lenny last year for 3 matches, and Lenny he's a vibe. Like when certain dudes that walk out. If you got
a name named Lenny Pinto, you better be a vibe.
Lenny Pinto is a vibe. Like you walk, when he takes the mat, the music hits, and he is a showman. Like he's got the crowd on his hands, and he does the thing. I like the addition of Antrell Taylor at 165. Peyton Robb is a national champion contender. So is Ridge Lovett at 149. This is a rock solid lineup from top to bottom. Again, 5 wrestlers who are in the top 5, another 3 that are in the top 15 to 20 around the country. So listen, it's going to be a fun year down at Devaney. If you're looking for something to do Friday night, and if you're not going to do that, if wrestling's not your thing, take your butt over and watch the first round of NCAA tournament for the soccer team. The women's soccer team will host a first round match at Hibner. Tickets are available. Look, home football game Saturday, but Friday nights are either for fighting or for soccer or for football, whatever way you want to call it.
For some form of football, right?
Yeah. Like it's there. And shout out to our 2 girls who do their weekly show here in the ticket. Sammy Houck, who's in goal for the Huskers, who is a star. Like she's going to be in the broadcast community for her professional career. She's built for it. She's outworking everybody. And then Sarah Weber, who if Randy the Macho Man Savage was a women's soccer player, it's Sarah Weber. She talks as good a game and enjoys the physicality. Like you don't normally think of it that way, especially for somebody that's, I think she's in the top 5 scoring in Big Ten. Sarah will body you. Like, see, what do you say?
Yes.
We like a little contact, Petey. That's Sarah Weber.
Yeah, soccer's a very physical sport. And, for me, when I first started getting into coaching, club and AAU, some of my favorite players to coach is soccer because, really when it's chaotic, that's when they actually play the best because they're just naturally in that arena. And the hardest thing is getting them to play at a certain pace at a certain point of time in the game. And when you talk about them and how well they've been this year, it's been a long time coming. And they've all kind of stuck through it and showed some potential last year and then really took it to another level this year and, give the credit to them. And they created a buzz, around, their team that's, definitely commendable. So if you get like DP said, if you're not going to the wrestling match, go over to the soccer match. It's been a while since Nebraska's hosted a NCAA match and is well deserved. And so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good sports weekend. I think it's going to be a tough matchup this weekend, Saturday against Maryland. I think Nebraska will do well. I think the wrestling match will be tough and they'll do well. And same with the soccer match, they'll do well. And, the volleyball team's bringing it. So I think it's starting to shape up that like every time a student athlete, male or female, steps on, to the competitive arena that they're going to be competing at the level and expectation. So those two teams that we mentioned are no slouches, and so they'll just go represent well. So that's exciting news. Now, obviously, last night the recap, which was a strict in Austin. DP, in short, what did you think about the basketball team?
We need to come up with a nickname for Rink Mast and Josiah Alec.
Individually or together?
Together. Like I think Rulin and Mahorn, Bruise Brothers, there's got to be something electric and eclectic about the European and Sideshow Bob.
Well, I think you just got to let a couple games go by.
Sideshow Rebound Bob.
Yeah, but you got to let a few games, and then you know what? It'll just pop to you.
Slam Dunk Josiah.
Slam Bam Alakazam.
Yeah, like there's something like, listen, it was fun to watch what appeared to be legit Big Ten bigs running the floor, getting physical underneath, having post moves that were fully competent and smooth.
Yeah.
From two places in the floor. And then again, we didn't see, remember that K-State was not out there to create more space for them.
Ramel didn't play.
Ramel didn't play. Juwan Gary, who might be the most elite big scorer on this roster, right? I mean, he's that dude. And then Blaise Keita, who just for Big Ten big, that's a thing. But what I liked, and listen, can we just formally go all in on Sam Hoiberg? Like, listen.
What do you mean?
The amount of work that he's put in to transform himself into a legit Big Ten guard, like his body mass has changed.
Oh, yeah.
His mentality has changed. His cardio has changed. He does everything right on the floor. Like,
yeah. I mean, for me, in closing, I mean, real quick, like, this is nothing new to me, man. I saw him play in high school. Dude was cold-blooded then, him and his brother.
Man.
So, yeah, he needed to get bigger. That's anybody going from high school to Big Ten or in college. You knew he was going to get bigger, but he could play. And he was smooth. He was on time. And he was competitive. So I never really had a question of whether he could do it. Now, I figured it would take him a little while. And I know, it's commendable that he's got to face, your coach's son and all that. So then he's adapted that, and I think the respect that everybody has on our team for him lets him know that he's earned everything that he's gotten. But what he's earned is what he's always done. He's always played hard. He's always been tough. Yes, he's gotten better, and he's got everything. But that's what you're supposed to do.
Like, isn't he the hero that Lincoln public school basketball and private school basketball needs? To let you know that, quite frankly, you don't have to win the genetic lottery and be 6'6".
No, but he can shoot, though. I mean, listen, that dude has been around a lot more basketball than a lot more guys that are supposedly what you want. A lot of guys that are ranked real high are potential. With him, he can play. I'm not surprised by it. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I see it, and I've seen him before, and I've been through the situation that he's been through. So I know what he's made of. He don't even know we brothers from another mother.
Yeah. He's people say that he has the dog in him.
He ain't gonna back down. He can't get in the car and be a chump.
Well,
I mean,
the fact that he defends the entire floor, like he's the prototypical team defender.
But
and he gets to the right place on the floor. He anticipates at a high level. That's the IQ thing, and then he's willing to outwork anybody he's lined up against.
But the one thing that people don't understand, he knows what he knows how to play basketball.
Yeah.
Like there's small guards around Lincoln, right? And they don't understand what you have to do to be a legit small guard. You got to defend full court. You have got to be physical. You have got to get your hands on balls in the passing lanes, and you got to make the smart play. You got to hit the knockdown three, which is the open three, and you got to be stealth from the free throw line. I just told you what he does.
He's legitimately
So essentially, all he's doing is what he's supposed to do. And it doesn't matter if it's football or basketball or any sport. He's a good example of what I said yesterday. Everybody works hard when they're at practice. Mm-hmm. Who does things outside of practice separates it. Yeah. So how did he get so much physically stronger and stuff after high school? It wasn't, yes, they have a good weight program. He had to put in extra work and sacrifice. Yeah. Now look at him. Good. Congrats on him. Congrats for them for the first win. We're going to go a quick break. We're going to talk a little bit of Big Ten football. Michigan's the equivalent of the older brother that gets in trouble and brings his other brother in there and try to get it, to lessen the blow. So we're going to see where it goes. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and Jay. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 7th is chuck roast for just $5.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
I could write a commercial telling you how great waffle weekends are at the chocolate season. Or I could just have Rico read you the menu.
Banana Nutella. Nutella topped Belgian waffle with homemade whipped cream, chocolate chips, and freshly sliced bananas. Baconator. Buttermilk waffle with bacon slices tucked inside, topped with salted whipped butter, caramelized pecans, and pure maple syrup.
Waffle weekend brunches at the chocolate season.
PB&J.
40th and Old Cheney or online at thechocolateseason.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Gary Michaels Clothiers celebrates 40 years of serving Nebraskans in the men's clothing industry. 40 years of some of the most memorable moments. In our way of thanking you for 40 years, we are offering a 40% discount on any single one item in the store. 40% off any suit, sport coat, slack, sports shirt, sweater, outerwear, or shoes. To receive your 40% off on one item, be there by November 11th. Gary Michaels, 40% off for 40 years, located at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Hey, it's Chad with the Nutrition Authority, inviting you to stop in and check out the all-new complete post-workout recovery, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today and try a free sample or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back old school on Tuesday. Gonna just devil into the NCAA. There's two big stories right now. The first one is continued along the path of James Madison, obviously with their basketball team kicking Michigan State's butt last night. Gives their football team even more power. They're going to petition to the NCAA, obviously, that the players deserve to play in a bowl game chance, and rightfully so. There should always be amendment to rules, and they're taking a big jump and a big risk going up to the big boys, and so if they happen to get on a roll, they probably asked and strongly suggested to do it, and they're representing to the fullest. So I don't understand why they wouldn't, and they travel pretty good too. So it's a win-win. It's not like not only are they going to put money in your pocket for whatever city and all the other stuff, but it's a great story to have them play well and make a bowl game the first year. So what do you guys think about that?
Austin, go ahead.
Free the Dukes. They deserve it. That transition is not as easy as they're making it look.
Yeah.
Although it stinks, I understand this NCAA rule that it's not an athletics thing. It's a university-wide thing to make sure they're in compliance. I don't know why they'd have to be banned from the postseason for that.
It's all weird.
2 years is a long time.
Well, it's supposed to be 4.
Yeah.
Well, it's all weird. Like, here's the thing. no university is going to make that move. Compliance is in place. If you have people that's their job is to make sure that all things are done.
I don't think it's that much of an uptick in compliance going from where they were at to the big boys.
Right. I mean, because they were playing every year.
Yeah.
James Madison played Virginia and Virginia Tech and Old Dominion and Richmond. Every year they played them, and every year they'd end up in Texas at Frisco or whatever the championship level is for that. And the only reason, first of all, they were beating UVA and Virginia Tech, and the only reason they were playing down was
ODU.
Right, that you took program. First of all, Old Dominion when I was in college, they did not have a football program. Old Dominion was a basketball school, a women's basketball school, as a matter of fact. Nancy Lieberman, one of the 5 greatest women's basketball players ever, just for the record. I don't understand. Listen, if you watched Big Ten basketball last night, at some point you have to recognize to allow people to play each other. Just allow people to compete.
If they want to play, let them play, man. I mean,
you went into East Lansing and gave one of the GOATs look. His nephew went in there and took a dub. This is listen.
Nephew is now spelled with 2 W's.
If you don't think that everybody I know from James Madison ain't walking around like they went to the gym and did full arm set today.
Oh, they realize they're doing it not only for the basketball team but the football team.
You beat Michigan State in basketball.
They're having a great fall.
And you're 9-0 in football.
Life couldn't be more stupendous for those.
But this is, and let me tell you, if you haven't been to Harrisonburg, Virginia, go. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. But let me say this. Why I love college basketball. And again, App State almost got Abilene Christian got somebody last night.
The Pokes, Oklahoma State, after Bedlam.
Right? That the Colorado women went and got Kim Mulkey.
No.
Right? Went
got him. Dropped
the
him off on the corner.
What it tells me is the thing that I believe to be true. There's a way for you to win. You can make every excuse you want to make about why you can't win. But James Madison said, hold my beer and watch me go get somebody. There's a way. If James Madison can beat Tom Izzo and the Spartans in East Lansing, you can't tell me Nebraska can't. There's no reason Nebraska can't.
Not knowing my geography, I had no idea where Harrisonburg was. Middle of nowhere. It's Virginia. Same with Charlottesville.
In the mountains.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
That's the way Virginia's horrible.
What did you just say?
Virginia's horrible. We hate Virginia, but that's cool. It's nice up there. It's nice in the fall.
It's nice of us to allow you to exist in
Maryland.
Maryland.
It's Commonwealth state.
Like the old thin line state. You don't even have a name. Go get my crabs.
Maryland.
Go get my crabs and make some beer. Like
yeah, man. It was good, man.
Harrisonburg is gorgeous. Charlottesville's beautiful. That's why all the presidents live there. Who lived in Maryland? Oh, never mind.
It's the one thing about the basketball last night is that these like mid-major teams, you get some guys that stick around and say they don't get picked up, to go to bigger schools, or they decide to stick around for the opportunity. You can upset some teams. It's not going to be on a consistent basis because now the transfer portal, the big dogs are going to come and get specialty players out of there. But if you can get a 2 or 3 year run or where you kind of get, like a Ja Morant or something, obviously if you had Ja Morant, it'd be a big deal, but somebody that's under the radar, get a couple guys that play, certain roles. And anytime you got good guard play and shooters, you're going to be there. And one thing I also say, with Walker and then the James Madison guards, there was no height or size differential. So then therefore they weren't swallowed or engulfed by sizes in the front court. Or the back court. So that also helped them just get right into their offense.
Well, they're big. James Madison's big. I mean, young Bickerstaff, TJ Bickerstaff, look, he played like his grandfather.
It wasn't a lot of muscle tone, but he just bodying, fouling hard, just leaving them on the ground. Old school moves. He looked like a young Maurice Lucas out there.
Look, he played like the dude played for Bernie. He played like Wes Unseld. He out there just running the floor. Michigan State's big, struggled with him. And listen, James Madison, you know what they do well? They move the ball.
Yeah.
They moved the ball.
You know what they did? They did the Michigan State They did to them what Michigan State did to Nebraska last year, where there was just superior ball movement and it was at night. And it's a hard matchup to be your first go round. It's a veteran team that got good guard play and Bickerstaff, who is physical, and they play with great spacing. And Michigan's forwards, 3, 4, 5s, did not finish around the rim. Why? Because he beat them up all game. So, it is what it is, man. It's good. It was a good deal for James Madison football team, 9-0. Hopefully they are able to get into a bowl game, but then on to the saga up there in Ann Arbor. Jim Harbaugh and company are saying, well, okay, I wonder if they're admitting that they stole the signs, but just said, you know what, other people stole our signs, so we just decided to go to the magnitude.
Well, you like to say the hay's in the barn, right? The hay's in the barn.
Yeah, well, there's video evidence. I mean,
FBI and NCAA,
generally,
they have all the hay.
Right. Now, the only thing that could have that hay delayed before it's eaten is because Michigan can call in a favor and for the potential college football playoffs. I would just find it hard if I would say Oregon or Washington or some other,
or Utah
or anybody that's just left on the outside looking in, that a team for not only 1, 2, and this will be their third year, stole signs and had it already set up to do it for the rest of the year, gets in, because they didn't really start playing this type of defense until they started doing it. Now, they've always been immensely talented, but they've definitely been helped by it. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with or without their, if something happens, if they just say there's not enough evidence, if they say there's not enough evidence, I expect every single other team to do exactly that right there. And just don't even hide it.
I don't even know that they could do that. I think if they say there's not enough evidence.
Well, not enough evidence to give them any penalty, or are you going to delay it and then take back?
But they have the evidence. They had to share the evidence with the other 13, 15 programs. They literally, as a part of the deal, the FBI said, listen, we can release a report, or you can release a report on our investigation. How do you want it? And then if you don't share everything that we told you, we've already given it to the other member institutions.
Yeah.
They already have it. So you can't say, hey, honey, I got something to tell you.
Well, then
your neighbor got the video, bro.
Well, then maybe they're trying to I mean, look, there's nothing here. There's no precedent. So maybe they're trying to figure out, excuse me, there isn't anything. What can you say?
What's right?
Because you're fighting something. Because just say if we got in a room and say, okay, 4 games, people are going to say that's not enough. Because
100%.
Right. So then if you go indefinitely, then we'll, whatever, then they were like, that's too long. Or do you just do the easy route and just say you can't be in the college football playoff?
You have to remake the money that Michigan's going to cost you. And the best way to do that is in bowl games. And those wins that are going to keep some teams out of those $1 million bowls, you can give that back to them and let them improve their stock. And the Big Ten Conference makes more money in bowl games. But see, they're not going to be willing to do that because it's the Big Ten name. The Big Ten name has to be one of foundation. It has to be, remember, we're the standard of the middle of America. We speak to the masses and we do things the right way. Except when we don't do. The only precedent that was close to it, in my mind, is Woody Hayes punching a Clemson linebacker in the throat on national television.
And what happened to him?
They suspended him for
a quarter.
No, that's funny.
Take the next series off.
What, right? Like what was Austin? Find the suspension for Woody Hayes, and I'm sure somebody can tell us.
Yeah, we'll go to break and come back. Then we'll talk about how long.
Suspended for 3 games.
That's it.
Wait, I think this is.
But that cost him his career. That literally cost him his career.
Let's see. So, it's here. Where'd it go?
Yeah,
I'll find it in break. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll go to break. Come back. Finish Woody Hayes, Jay Foreman, Austin DP.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
Vershawn Jackson for Brant Excavating. Brant's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brant is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brant Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrantExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brant Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Red.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hey, it's Chad with the Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the all-new complete post-workout recovery, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today and try a free sample or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Can you give us like 2 things that's going down at the bottom
of the car? It's punching in the stomach, ankle twisting. Sounds like a haunted house when it's like 18 people piled up on the ground. Sounds like
There's rumors of twisting.
Yeah, we did that. We're not ashamed of it.
Twisting everywhere?
Yeah, we twist anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we the black shirts. We play like that.
That didn't happen.
I'm serious. I witnessed it. I did it. I contributed to it.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up, a short segment before we get to the top of the hour, 5 o'clock hour, that is. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. We were talking about Michigan, if or when anything will happen. We'll take a little poll. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, nobody can be right because, I mean, there's nothing to go and guesstimate off of it. Austin, what do you think? Do you think anything's going to happen?
I think something's going to happen. What is going to happen? I'm morbidly curious to see. I'm team they don't play in the Big Ten championship game. I think more than likely what happens, though, is Harbaugh gets suspension and show cause, which won't do anything because he's not coming back to college. And they might have to vacate their wins, which won't be that big of a deal in the long run. So it'll be something. I don't think it'll be everything I would have prescribed.
This is fantastic. Woody Hayes was suspended for 3 games. He was fined. How much do you think he was fined for?
$25,000.
Oh, so actually, are you on the Wikipedia page?
This is so funny.
How much you get fined?
$2,000.
Damn, really? He came out like the mob. Dang. He put. I wonder what he would got fined if he punched one of his own players.
Bro, he went
the Urban Meyer special.
Yeah.
No. Who would PJ call him? PJ called him Latrell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Dang, I know.
He punched an opposing player.
And what year was that?
So that incident would have been in 1977. So the Gator Bowl in 78 he got fired for.
I understand it was a long time ago, but $2,000, come on, man.
Bruh, he hit somebody else's son in the throat.
On national TV too, right?
In a game.
So
I would have fell out and went to sleep. I would have been fell out and went to sleep.
In today's money, it's $10,200.
Yeah, that's not enough. He got off. He got off, man. Dang, man, that's crazy. That's great. I can't believe that. I get $2,000. Yeah. You remember that? Hey, he said, you know that shoe allowance that you gave me? Yeah, just keep that. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think I just figure there's gonna be a weird way where Michigan is gonna skate away from this. They shouldn't, because I don't see what's taking so long. Like, you don't need to do them any favors. Like here's what I always equate the NCAA and the Big Ten to the FBI. You know what I mean, or whatever. Like, they just bum rush your house. Why are you up here? You showing up with evidence. I got you on tape, so this is what we're gonna do. You should already have your decision. Whether you admit it or not depends on how long you're in trouble for.
I think the decision has been made, and the Big Ten is buffering and setting boundaries.
Well, we shall see, man. I mean, it's
because they've got to have a plan for what happens. Again, if there's a suspension or you're vacating wins or any of those things, then you have to be able to immediately reseed the Big Ten Conference. You have to remove all the wins. You have to at least put people in place to handle this, and then figure out what the conference objective is for bowl games, because they determine who goes where and how much money they get.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, that's not a probably. Those aren't pretty good phone calls to be picking up on. And so, first of all jokes aside, it's a bad look for college football. It's a bad look for Michigan. It's a bad look for some of those players, for all the players. It's a bad look for Big Ten.
Here's a point of reference. Woody Hayes made $43,000 in 1977. He was fined $2,000.
Yeah.
So whatever that percentage is,
that's just under 5%.
Look how quick he got that. There you go.
Well, he wearing a Duke shirt. So
okay. Yeah, well, 5% is pretty good. What's 5% of $1 million?
5% of $1 million would be
50,000.
Sounds right to me. Well, no,
Yeah, it's 50.
Well, he's making $10 million. So
if somebody's making, Nick Saban's making 11 or 10. Just say he's making 10. So
it's hard to do the math that way for me. In my head, it was just like essentially 1 out of 20, but a little lower. So it'd be like 1 out of 20.
He's going to get fined $500,000.
Yeah.
In today's money.
$500,000 is what he would be.
Yeah, that's a hefty fine.
$500,000. But you got national championship rings that or you got Big Ten championship rings that you don't have to get back. You got bowl game rings that you don't have to get back. You got perks and money in the bank. Like all the money that Michigan's paid him, it's in the bank. They ain't getting it back. You won.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson got drafted.
What do you say? Crime pays.
I like that, man. We're going to go to break. The way he said it, his facey way he said it, that's funny, man. Jay Foreman, DV, that's a classic right there. We will be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 7th is chuck roast for just $5.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, We would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up, Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. Old School brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop. Got two locations, 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill. I always tell people every type of meat and every type of cut. Friday specials too, for lunch specials, excuse me. Make sure you check out their website. But there was breaking news, college basketball. Bill Self comes out of nowhere and is now the highest paid coach. And that means just John Calipari and everybody else is going to get an itch to get up. But right now, today, for at least the next 24 to 48 hours, he's the highest paid coach in the NCAA. And look, you talk about being consistent, great program. Obviously did some things that probably, he's kind of, they're like Michigan. Everybody else is doing, we're going to do it. Was definitely jammed up in the whole probe.
We can't even name the top five. Don't look, Austin. Don't look.
Oh, top five highest paid coaches?
Yes. Jay Foreman.
Calipari.
Bill Self, Calipari.
Hold on, go ahead. Keep
Oof.
Izzo?
No. They don't have any money up there.
Izzo is tied for second.
Oh, then Izzo, yeah, I stand corrected.
That's
what
3.
What about my man from UConn?
No.
Dude from UCLA?
UCLA is out of the top 5, but in the top 10.
Yeah, I know he got paid.
What about
Shaka Smart?
Nope.
Bruce Pearl?
Pearl is number 5 at $5.5 million. One left.
He be killing people, boy.
Boy, I'm just trying.
Bruce Pearl be doing bad.
I'm between Rick Barnes and Matt Painter.
I was about to say Rick Barnes.
It is Rick Barnes
Yeah.
at 5.7 million.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand. Do you know who number 6 is?
Nope.
SEC.
Alabama's coach?
No.
It's not Oates. It's not Musselman. Did Beard jump in at that number?
No.
Okay.
Oh, dude from Texas A&M.
Oh, Buzz.
Buzz
yeah.
Williams,
Yeah.
4 million.
Because
And then
huge...
number 7. He won a national championship recently.
Oh, Hubert Davis.
Mm-mm.
Hubert didn't win it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He tricked it off.
Scott Drew.
No. Nope. Same conference as Hubert.
Oh, Tony Bennett?
Yes.
Yep.
Virginia.
He just get paid for his looks.
Which in Charlottesville matters.
Yeah.
It matters.
My man does not ever have a hair out of place.
Tony,
I don't even think he sweated ever.
The lady look, let me tell you, the Wahoos, when Tony Bennett show up, the room is full. The room is full. My goodness gracious. These are numbers, man. And these are people that, like, we know there's cheating in basketball too, right? Like, we know. Okay.
Yeah, we found out they did.
Okay.
But they could. It's good. It's all good.
Oh my goodness. Jay Foreman, this is interesting. It's cold world. It's cold world.
Yeah, I think they just got told don't ever do it again. You know what I mean? But Bill Self in there with college basketball news. I mean, he's coaching wise. He's built that program. They're consistent, and I don't know how many Big 12 championships they won in a row. I know it's up in the teens, right, Austin?
They got, before they shared it, I think it was like 16 or 17 in a row, something like that.
Talking about,
shared it with Kansas State the 1 year.
So you think about consistency and building a program, great players. Now, obviously, got jammed up with the whole pay for player stuff, but
What?
I think
they paid at Kansas?
Yeah.
What?
They did. And it's just interesting as you go along in college basketball where you'd always think like Calipari was that guy coming from UMass with Marcus Camby, right? And then that was end up being somewhat of a sham. It really wasn't what they made it out to be. He goes to Kentucky. Now, granted, I'm sure they're paying players, but it's Kansas who had, under Roy Williams, had thought that built the program on straight being pure, gets caught before Kentucky. Whereas you thought Calipari was just a accident waiting to happen. And then just up the road, Rick Pitino, Mr. Mafia, was the one that set forth all this into place. And just think about that, right? You have 2 blue blood programs. The coach that you would think that's going to be getting in the most trouble hadn't either been caught or didn't get in trouble. The dude that was the OG, smooth operator, Mr. White Suit, and through transgressions and one recruiting trip of a high-profile player brought everybody else into it. Even your boy down there in Tucson, who got that's
on the phone. They caught you on the phone.
Now, I will tell you, that's the dude that really got off. Because all the other coaches, I think they had assistant coaches. They had the head coach on there and say, hey, dog, was it because it was the DeAndre Ayton? He's like, what you need?
What a great documentary.
It was.
That was spectacular. Oh, that was so good.
But I still think they held something back, though. And the only reason they did it is because the one dude, the agent guy, right, that was from Atlanta, kind of like the hustler guy, he was mad just because they disrespected him. So if they just didn't disrespect him, it would have never came to light. So he just made it that's his life goal to
Talk
get
about
this.
petty cash.
Yeah. Well, it cost him a lot of money.
Right?
It did cost him a lot of money. If they would have let him keep his money and kind of just let him go away, he would have been fine. But the fact he got his money taken, and then what? He had to go to jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where he really got mad.
I would. There was a time back when I was in Utah, and Rick Majerus would tell the stories of BYU bagmen, which is a sentence that you have to really kind of let marinate.
Yeah.
that Brigham Young University had bagmen to deliver cash to prospects and their families. And then he said, yeah. And he pulled out a book. And this book was bigger than it.
Fun book-ish?
Yeah. Of the list of bagmen in the country and what their affiliations were. Who moved money for who? And my jaw was on the floor.
Yeah, I think it's always been prevalent. Like, let's not be stupid, right? But I think the explosion of the shoe circuit, like AAU things, and the shoe circuit sponsoring teams, really poisoned college basketball. Now, look, I'm all for these kids getting paid, but I think the shoe companies and the coaches and stuff took advantage of a lot of players and led them astray. And then, one thing led to another. But one of the best stories was at Sonny Vaccaro, where he took Kendrick Perkins, right, from Beaumont, Texas. So me and DP lived in Houston. Beaumont, Texas is Beaumont, Texas. It's for real down there. And Kendrick Perkins was a sophomore in high school. He told the story on a podcast. And he said he went and got, what did he say? He got on the computer, like the dial up at the hotel at the AU tournament, and saw his name possibly on a draft list, in a couple years. So he would work. He just said his uncle or, like a family member didn't let him go out at all. They'd work out before 5 o'clock in the morning, before school and after school. And then he said that he got hooked up with Sonny Vaccaro to get him some workouts. And he tells a story about going up against Ryan Cook, the center from Illinois, who was the player of the year, 7 foot, kind of the first not first, but one, Big Ten version, stretch 4 or 5. And he said he was just dunking on him left and right. And that's how the Celtics drafted him. It's crazy. And that's a good story, right? Where you have a guy, sees a talent, sees the potential, points him in the right direction, gets him a trainer, gives him a plan. He follows it because I think one or both of his parents died at a very young age, grew up with his grandparents. And first thing he did was obviously, make sure that his grandparents were living with him. So I think, all jokes aside, that's a good story.
It's just all of it, to hear the corners of the country that it reached and the depth, how deep, how much work it took for the NCAA to even begin to understand how deep it ran.
I don't even think they know now. And really, maybe they're not supposed to. But I think that when it got to the point that there were some whistleblowers and it started to become a black eye, and they have to, it's no different than NFL. You got to protect the shield. But sometimes you got to be able to protect yourself from yourself as far as the NCAA. And they didn't do it. And look, it's never going to go away. That's where NIL is.
What's the worst college football scandal? What's the worst?
College football? Was there ever any point shaving?
Let's ask the text line. What's the?
Oh,
is it Baylor?
No, Boston. Matter of fact,
SMU,
Boston College. One of my boys was on that team. The dude wrote a book. It's one of the best books. Listen, I've only read 4 books. Okay? One was like 60 pages, and then one was just about it. It was a really good book.
One had pictures.
And
one's the Bible.
Yeah. It was one had 75% pictures. You were just a little right. It was an old football book where they say, "Oh, this is so and so." So I've got about 4 books under my belt, but it's about the Boston College point shaving scam. And I read the book because he was selling them, and Daryl Porter, who's a friend of mine, his son plays at Miami, was telling me about it. So I bought it. I think that's the biggest scandal because it's dealing with the point shaving.
There's a list of
let's hear it. All right, run them down.
Hold on. and they're just wow. Oh well, so Reggie Bush is on the list.
Oh, that to me that don't count.
Reggie Bush is on the list. Here it says Jim Tressel and the Ohio State tattoo scandal. So point of reference, right?
That just is
right. That they just done, right?
Yeah, he got fired.
Right. So again, point of reference. What's worse and
what you going from worst to first?
Yeah.
Which one are you on? Are you on the stadium
convicted? You had a player from Arizona State.
Oh, you got top 15. I got top 10.
Reggie Bush loses his Heisman. The botched NCAA investigation over Reggie Bush. The poisoning of the oak tree in Mississippi.
Wait, no, wasn't that Auburn, Alabama?
Was
Toomer's Corner?
I thought Toomer's Corner.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I want to give them credit.
In.
Colorado and its sex, drugs, and alcohol, which is pretty deep, right? I mean, I'm not wrong in that, right, Jay? That's pretty stellar. What's your top 5?
I'm gonna go off the one. I don't know what website you're on. Look, I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest scandal was the. It is only just because I was down there, and I swear to God, I saw him at the Miami Hurricanes tailgate. I swear it was him. You know what I mean? Just you see you see him.
Oh,
is the Hurricanes they're taken down by the Ponzi scheme?
Oh, yeah.
I swear I saw him, and I wanted to go up and say something to him, but I was like, nah, I better just. Who knows? I might get shanked. I might not even make it to the game. That was probably the one. I mentioned the Boston College one.
Come on, the rival,
Oklahoma.
Yeah. Switchers,
yeah,
suitors,
Switzer, yeah.
Come on.
They well, the thing is I hate about Switzer is not. First of all, they messed it up, so we couldn't get paid when I got in. But there's no more football dorms because remember they had the receiver Buster Rhymes and he had like a machine gun. That's probably not the best thing.
Why do I not know this Johnny Bright story?
Who's that?
So Drake in Oklahoma State. Bright was the first black player to be featured on a team playing Oklahoma State, which was then Oklahoma A&M. He was labeled a marked man by the student newspaper the week of the game, and the rumors swirled that he was going to be targeted. Bright was knocked unconscious 3 times in the first half by late hits by Wilbank Smith, until finally he broke his jaw with an elbow to the face. He played a few more snaps, threw a 65-yard touchdown pass, and then left the game. And they have the pictures, which won a Pulitzer Prize in photography for catching these 3 vicious attacks. How do I not know about that?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't. Obviously, the one that's above and beyond is probably obviously the Penn State, one.
SMU, Penn State,
yeah,
Baylor.
But Penn State, Baylor. Those are the ones that are just in a whole different stratosphere. There's one with Northwestern Toledo players fixing games.
I love that story so much.
That's crazy.
Like
Toledo,
bro.
Toledo. Matt Campbell, you.
Hey, man. The math ain't mad, Coach. My scholarship check light, bro. You better help out, or else I'm gonna start dropping passes.
Austin, hey, come on.
Toledo.
Akron's like, hey man, Zips need money too, bro.
Right? They rolling up there, they meeting up, and the Akrons are coming up in some beaters, and they rolling up in Benzes.
Oh my goodness. Jay Foreman. I mean, there is some analytics for it. There's some metrics for when terrible things happen in college football. And some will say, well, I'm not sure how terrible this is, but because I can tell you, that was the playbook for SMU. That was the playbook for Baylor, because Baylor was like, what we're doing is nothing compared to what Texas and Texas A&M is doing. Why are you picking on us? You're punching down. Why not get the big boys who use real money to get football players that we can't get? Like, we're just trying to get on the field with them.
The other scandal I think the Big Ten has to reckon with also involves Michigan claiming the championship in '97.
Yeah, let's take that away.
Well, this would be a perfect time to bring that up constantly. Like this, it should be for the next however years.
They lose their season. We should all get the team together, send a picture with our ring. No,
Yeah.
you know this Boston College. You know they had guys betting.
That's right.
Yeah, and they said bench 13 guys betting. It's crazy, man. There's always going to be something, and
That's the whole side of the ball.
Yeah, and it was deep, and
everybody in the huddle,
right?
Hey, man, I ain't catching the ball,
Right?
Don't throw it to me.
Everybody dropped the ball, ready break. The quarterback back there getting killed, lineman on the take too. You know, you got something on the game, bro.
It's like the Black Sox.
That was last week.
Yeah, it's like the
Sorry,
Black
I didn't
Sox.
see that move on film. You got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Black Sox. The pitcher called everybody to the mound. It's like, what are you doing, guys? Catch the ball. They're like, hey, man, I got my money. I didn't get any money.
I'm telling you, man, this stuff is real, man. It's
Michigan, y'all, what is it? What would you say? You in trouble, girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. I still think they're gonna get off. Like they're gonna get off.
Oh, can we schedule the Jim Harbaugh presser? Like, is that
bro? He ain't. Like, listen.
Is that prime time?
If Jim Harbaugh gets in trouble, you getting a thing from the AP like Bobby Petrino.
I'm out. Deuces.
I'm sorry. I embarrassed the university. I don't agree with the decision. I don't know. I'm gonna take time.
I recover in my neck brace.
Yeah.
I need that at 8 a.m. every ESPN. They need to cover it the way they covered LeBron in Miami. Like, yeah.
Like, dedicated reporter.
But Jim Harbaugh just ain't gonna say nothing.
You need the Harbaugh announcement. I'm taking my talents to the Chicago Bears.
Chicago or San Diego. We're just moving onward and upward. Yeah, he's right.
He gonna end up like the dude from what's the Eddie Murphy from the dude gets up and sings and he's done and he just points to the off stage.
Yeah, they are. My bad, Austin.
I need for all my talented mean people. I need the singer from that. Just with Jim Harbaugh's face in it, with the Jerry Curl, just in the blue tux. He's just going.
Jim Harbaugh is.
Oh, I'm done.
Chilling right now. He's chilling right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he is up there. He definitely ain't sleeping good at night. No, you know what though? I really feel Jim Harbaugh is just like he just in his world.
Does Jim Harbaugh sleep with an eye mask? He seems like an eye mask guy.
Yeah.
You see him coming?
Yeah,
from?
I can see him with eye mask.
Yeah.
I can see him with a couple cucumbers too.
Oh, Jay Foreman.
With the cucumbers.
Oh, Jay
with
Foreman.
the green stuff on his face.
Oh, he wearing the mask. He's got. Oh man.
He got everything.
Is he in the aqua chamber? Is he in the?
He's in the aqua. He in the mud. See, like, you know what?
He's in the iron lung. Like he's
the minnows and everything.
Jim Harbaugh in the mud thing and farts and the whole thing goes up. Like you ever see that? And then looks around like, who did that? It came right out of your caboose, homeboy.
Oh, I'm so done right now. Jim Harbaugh, thank you. Thank you for being 100% you.
Hey, man, you know what's crazy? Is Jim Harbaugh has been off the chain so much that we have not heard one thing out of my man Lane Kiffin. That's when you know you've done something bad because Lane either runs his mouth, gets blown out, takes a job, then goes back to Ole Miss. He does something.
Lane's got Kirby this week. That might be part of it.
You see, here's the difference. Nick knows he knows Lane. Kirby don't care. Kirby's going to try to curb stop Lane because he knows how Lane always is talking junk. And Kirby was a D coordinator. They in for it this weekend. So, like Kirby said, there ain't nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Anyways, we're going to go to break, come back, talk a little NFL news. I want you guys to think about, do you guys think Aaron Rodgers is really going to be able to come back, or is it just a publicity stunt to pimp the media like he always does? Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and Jay on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Thursday as Early Break with myself, Steve Sipple, and Bill Bush, broadcast from the Nebraska Army National Guard UNL East Campus Readiness Center to honor Veterans Day. You won't want to miss this one. That's this Thursday for Early Break from 6 to 8 a.m. at the UNL East Campus Readiness Center, just north of 33rd and Holdridge.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Bureau's Cheese Spread on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We are back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin on the ones and twos, NFL segment. Here's the most. There's a lot of interesting news out of the NFL just today, which is crazy. I mean, Tuesday's generally the day off, but there's a lot of things going on. I talked about Aaron Rodgers. We're going to put that on hold. One of the most unique stories out here is from none other than Blake Martinez, my man, who was with the Giants. I think he's from Wisconsin, right?
He's with the Packers and the Giants.
But he went to college in Wisconsin, I think.
Sounds right.
Yeah, really good, linebacker throughout his career, tough, physical. Started out with the Giants, went to the Packers, was with the Raiders. I think he had like 12 tackles, then he decided Stanford, that's right. Then he retired because he wanted to start selling Pokemon cards, rare ones. Now, he did have some injury history and shut it down at 29. He sold one card for $680,000, and he had started his business and had revenue of close to 8.3. But lo and behold, right when training camp was about to start, on Reddit, they were saying that he was selling fakes and all this other stuff. So they took him off of this. It's called Whatnot. That's like where you go sell it. It's kind of like an eBay. And all of a sudden, football looked a lot more appealing. He just got picked up by no other than the Carolina Panthers after they just got the brakes beat off them because Shaq Thompson is out for the season and they can't stop anybody. Blake Martinez is back. Good linebacker. Probably still has some skills because he was relatively pretty good. Now it's a year off. He can get healthy. But dang, bro, you selling the Pokemon cards and giving people some fake cards. You lucky them dudes don't come looking for you because sometimes them Russians be getting them. Hey, man. Hey, I ain't scared of much, but them Russians be scared of me, man, because they don't play no game.
I'm trying to figure who's like, I need to know who's buying Pokemon cards.
People with kids these days, collectors,
but the kids,
are you afraid of people who buy Pokemon cards?
Yeah, I am. Here's why. Because here's why. They got all that money. And it ain't coming from like no kids. Like you, who you think gonna buy
it's digital money that's not the
$683,000
This is
for
where
a Pokemon
we need to
card.
ask Amon. We need to ask Gamer Man because Amon would.
Me open the door, bring him in.
He might know him.
Yeah,
let's ask Amon if he knows Blake Martinez.
Amon might know the story, right? Of a guy
This
that
is like being in jail.
Yeah, like
Can you hear this?
Yeah, because that would be in the question, right? Okay, let me switch microphones too.
Yeah, we're gonna ask Amon here. Come on in here, brother.
Yeah,
we're gonna ask you about one of your Green Bay brethren.
Yeah, let's
right here.
Get him here.
Brett again, right?
Yeah, we'll get him here.
Yeah,
we'll get him here. Yeah. Okay, so Jay, read the story again, and then
I saw something pop up. I didn't read it.
You know, you got the Green Bay email.
No,
Blake Martinez, who had played for Green Bay,
Oh, that story. Yeah.
Yeah. It was selling Pokemon cards.
Yep.
Then was selling fakes.
Oh.
Look it up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He sold
got
one
taken off of Whatnot.
He got taken off Whatnot, but he made
For scamming.
$8.3 million. He said, you know what? That football thing is awful appealing.
$8.3 million on a fake card.
No, just total through his company.
Oh, yeah. I know
Series of
that.
cards.
But he was selling fake ones too?
Yeah, so they got him. They did an investigation and everything.
Dang.
Luckily enough,
He was a good
the
dude
linebacker.
I like
tell
Blake.
us about Blake, man.
So Blake, like how we
He's
hit
from
it off,
Stanford.
his rookie, he's smart. I don't mean too smart for his own good, obviously. Dang. So how we met, how we got talking was because of esports. Basically.
Well, that's why I said I'm not gonna know the guy. Like
he reached out he got drafted to Green Bay.
Yeah.
I can't remember the year right now. Y'all can look it up real quick. But anyway, he gets drafted, and then right away, like I'm doing a talk show in Green Bay at that time, local CBS affiliate, WFRV CBS. And I go in the locker room every game, go, round up players to come do my show. So I said, Blake, hey, you want to come on? He's like, yep. So I'm making my list about 3-4 weeks for the first month. Then he come and did a show, great job. And then after the show, he asked me, he's like, Amon, I heard you doing the esports thing. I said, yeah. He said, hey, yeah, I'm working on some stuff, but I'll talk to you at the end of the season. So fast forward end of the season, he hit me up like, hey man, I'm thinking about buying an esports org, a really good one for the game Dota, Defense of the Ancients. So it's like League of Legends game,
Right?
Like a video game but chess type game. And I said, hey man, you might want to pump your brakes on buying an esports org. It's just starting. They're not really stable now. So if you buy one, you're gonna be basically dumping money down a hole. And so I was like, you might want to do that. I said, ask these questions to the guys that you're talking to, and then if they don't give you the right answers, like this is the answer they should say, and
Right.
I gave him all that information. He hit me back like 2 weeks later. Hey, G, man, thanks for giving me that information. I ain't doing that thing with so and so. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you're welcome. And then fast forward till 2 years ago, then I see him doing what he's doing now. He retired and got into the car breaks that people are doing on Instagram and TikTok live and Twitter. I got a friend in Florida. He has friends that does it. So I didn't know, and I saw Blake, success selling these cars, 5 million already in year one. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, he already is I thought was smart, but too smart for his own good. I didn't know where he was at now. I didn't know he was, to hear that he was selling fake ones, like, oh man.
Yeah.
And then got signed by the Carolina Panthers.
Now that football thing he must have known it was coming because the linebacker coach coached him in Green Bay. And
that's at Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they called him in July. So he kind of knew it was he kind of been having his eye on it. He already knew what was coming.
Okay.
He said that they're working through things with his company though to find out what happened. You barely got paid. That money long gone.
Oh man.
Who's buying these
kids? Like it's 20 something. It's between 20
for $608,000, $80,000.
So my son, he's almost 30. He's 29. His generation, so 29 down to 24, was in that Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like we were part of Voltron and G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Yeah.
Like I get hyped when I see an Optimus Prime, but when I see the price, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But some of these Pokemon people, like
crazy.
They'll do what they need to do to get a Charizard Chrome card or Golden card. It's like price.
You know what that is, Austin?
Yeah.
I do know what that is.
Yes. And I know this because of my son and my wife. When he was little, she had his cards, and at the time she was married to somebody else, and the dad threw away some of the cards, and my stepson could be like, he tells me all the time, "Oh man, I could have this in the." He said, "I had that Charizard. I had him. I had 2 of them, and they're about 50 a pop, 50 G's a pop."
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Still
Pokemon?
Yes. Is the market still?
Yes.
And
strong.
climbing.
And climbing. Yeah,
so
the stocks are strong.
So he really tricked it off then.
Oh when my son, he gets so mad when he picks it up.
So if you have a used, like what they call Star Jar?
It's a Charizard. And I would say it can't be. Yes, it's used, but it has to be just like trading cards, mint condition.
Yeah, mint
like
condition.
the corners can't be bent.
Centering's got to be good.
No fingerprints on it.
None of that stuff.
Yep, none of that stuff. And they chromed them out, because it's a new tech. They could, make a chrome card.
Dang.
You know, so they when you see that drop out of a box, you better get a FBI coverage on you because people gonna be coming for you.
Take out your insurance policy on it.
Told you them Russians.
They gonna be covered for you because the Pokemon fans, you thought,
Yeah, they crazy.
you
Huh?
thought, yeah, they crazy. They just obsessive about they stuff.
Hey man, I wanted to ask you this, man.
Yeah.
You was in Green Bay with Brett Favre. I already know Brett Favre because I knew him in Minnesota and met him.
Right.
Kind of always. I ain't surprised at what he did down there, but I am because he was kind of always cool. What's up with Aaron Rodgers, man? Straight up. I've been meaning to ask you this for a long
since I got back.
What is up with your boy? And here's what I really want to know.
Okay.
I'm willing to bet he ain't the same dude that came in the league. Like,
no, he's definitely
he's different, right?
No,
he changed.
He's changed. I think we all change when we go in and out, but
Like
he had
that?
a drastic change.
Yeah.
though. And I think, and I say one thing in Green Bay overall, what I've seen, I was there during my playing days and then a long time after. And when I got there, it's already, they let it be known. When I say they, the media and the fans, let it be known, like, who is the guy. Like, if you're a quarterback in Green Bay, you're the guy. So Jordan Love, regardless of how good and bad he's playing right now, he's the guy. They put the quarterback on a whole nother level in that area. Like, they could have a terrible, like, Brett had bad games when I was there, and they're asking me, I just got there. I barely know the guy. It's like, do you know when Mr. Favre is going to retire? And I'm like, look, I just got here.
Right.
I can't even ask him that question. I'm 3 years in the league. I don't know this dude. I know he's a 2-time Super Bowl, appearance and one he won.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't tell you that. I don't know him yet. 3 years later, then I'm like, I don't know. I said, the way he's going, he ain't retiring no time soon. When about my year 3 or 4, once I got on the roster. But for Aaron, I was there in 2005 when he drafted him, and I knew right away because being around y'all, around here in Nebraska, where I saw good athletes and guys that were winners.
Yeah.
Right away, like our first mini camp, he's throwing the ball around. And I'm like, I'm seeing right now, like, oh, he don't throw the ball just to throw the ball. He's throwing the ball only to his receiver.
Yeah.
He's not throwing it because he got a strong arm.
Right.
Like Brett would be like, I could get it anywhere, AG. I'm like, not if it's 3 defensive backs and one of our receivers.
Yeah.
I'll be like, and Aaron was like, so he's like a sniper. I call Brett the guns. I mean, everybody call him the gunslinger, but gunslinger, as you know, is a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Not a sniper though, right?
Yeah.
It's not a sniper's following through the initiative and he's getting headshots, right?
Right.
So he's accurate. And what it is, his career total touchdown interception ratio shows. And so right away, the only thing I say that hits me in my gut is because the way I was there and I knew this, if we were going to win a Super Bowl, we're going to win it with Aaron. I knew that his rookie year, just through practicing with him. Because he just was a chill dude, didn't say a whole lot. Kind of like it was like me, my rookie year, my freshman year, where I didn't talk, but I put my work in.
Right.
He was doing the same thing. He was putting his work in. And I was frustrated at myself, even though it was a business thing. Went down to Houston and came back, even though it was 2009. That 2009 season, that was my last year. I got picked up mid-season in October. One of their running backs, Ryan Grant, was beat up. He was hurt, and a few other guys were down. So they signed me. And I'm cool. I come back, do my thing, and at the end of the regular season, I was on it's a 1-season thing. I go talk to Ted Thompson. I said, Ted, look, I'm living in town. I said, if you need a back for cheap, I mean, I'm veteran minimum. At that time was like $800,000.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'll be here for that. Because I was like, when I was in that locker room, because that was that game in the playoff loss we lost to Arizona, and it was like 52-55.
Yeah.
It was like in overtime. And he got sacked. Aaron got sacked on the strip fumble. His face mask got pulled.
Yeah.
Where it's like all people was like, oh, it should have been a flag. We lost in that game. I'm walking in that locker room. I didn't see nobody with their hairs down. Nobody with their head down. Clay, Aaron, Gray Jennings, Brad Jones. None of them was like, oh man. No, everybody was like, we were right there. Like they had that look on their face. And I came up to Clay. I walked past Clay. And I said, Clay, hey, this is the squad. He's like, what? I say, we rolling next year. We going all the way right on this squad right here.
And y'all won it, and they
won it the next year. I said,
because was you on the team? Did you guys tricked it off against Seattle? The long side kick, number 86.
No.
Was you on that team?
No, I wasn't on that team. I was
You
done.
sure?
I was done.
Nah, bro. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I wasn't on that team.
was before. You know that I'm talking about, right? When you went up to Seattle against the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I didn't play against the Legion of Boom.
Okay.
Oh,
All
I would love, trust me.
What?
I would love to play
Bro, why
against
you-
the Legion and Boom.
You see the flashback? Yeah,
bro,
AG
what's up?
just went back.
You all
went
right?
back 15
You
years.
know how I have to
Yeah.
like to play against y'all in
Yeah,
practice?
yeah, I know that.
The
man,
Legion
but
of
damn.
Boom?
Yeah.
I wanted Cam Chancellor, boy.
Oh,
Dang, AG, what you?
I wanted
you want
Richard Smith.
yeah, he was.
I wanted Sherman. And I wanted, what's the other cat from Texas?
Earl Thomas.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
when they
about
got
Earl
up there,
Thomas.
that was like 3 years off of me.
Yeah.
It was
Brandon
they
Brown
came
was like
they
6'5"
came
as
into
a corner.
prominence around 2012. I missed them by 3 years. I wanted all of them, but I just I dated out. I expired out. I tell them when I met Marshawn Lynch one time, a couple times. A funny dude, awesome. And I was like, "Hey, bro," he just say "bro" the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows any other word to say. But he was cool though. And I was like, I said, where you get that same foot, same shoulder from? He said, I got it from you, home, bruh. Thank you, bruh. That's what he said. Thank you, bruh. I appreciate you.
I wish he would have stayed in Buffalo.
I'm surprised they let him go. What happened? You were there with him.
I wasn't there with him.
You missed him?
He was down on Chippewa Street playing bumper cars. At least somebody was.
Oh, they
was
had
like,
to get him out of there.
Yeah,
It's a small town.
Yeah, you got to get up out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But
Well,
no.
anyways, that's a good segment there. Amon Green and Blake Martinez.
Yeah.
The
It'll be a good one.
Hey, the Green Bay Gafflers. That's what we're gonna call them. I just had to know, man, about a Blake Martinez because my man was.
I mean, overall, good dude, but probably like you said,
too smart for his own good.
Too smart for his own
Yeah.
good.
Dang, staying for guys. Anyways, Jay Foreman, DP, AG popped in. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 7th is chuck roast for just $5.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Thanksgiving is near, and Fairway is now taking orders for fresh turkeys, holiday hams, prime ribs, holiday trays, and more. Save yourself the stress of waiting until the last minute and order ahead this year for your holiday meals at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down. But don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning on November 27th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at Double Eagle Golf.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You draw the short end of the stick, you turn that game on. Anyways, appreciate it. Mon Green popping in here. He's coming on right after us 6 to 7. You saw the stream. Amon had a flashback in playing days.
He really did.
My man heavy-handed though.
Yeah, that's why the stiff arm was.
Bro, I got nerve damage in my left, man. You just flared me up, man. Just shoulder ringing, right? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get a neck fusion shot area. You know, Amon just lit me up like a Christmas tree.
Like he had a moment. He
went back there
boom,
like his dying wish is to strap it up and go against Cam Chancellor one more time. That's all right, dog. You can have that. That'd be like me wanting to go against Larry Allen. Nope. I already did that once. I'm done. Yeah, I had enough. Or against Trent Williams. Nope. I was watching Trent Williams the other day. Nah, I mean I would have liked to locked up with him just one time, but dog, he be doing people dirty, man. He essentially ejected a player into Van Der Esch and blew out his knee like a ram. He just be gangsta out there. But that's why he's one of the best of all time, if not the best offensive tackle ever.
Who's number 2 when it comes to tackles now? Like, who would do? Like, I mean, Trent's the guy.
Oh, Laramie Tunsil's good. I was looking at the grades of the Houston.
Yeah.
So C.J. Stroud threw for like almost 500 yards.
Yeah.
Laramie Tunsil graded out at like 79%. All the other linemen are like 50. So that means old boy C.J. Stroud was putting in work.
He out there diamond.
Bakhtiari when he's healthy.
Yeah.
Lane Johnson.
Armstead from
Eric Armstead.
He's good. No, granted, they're injuries. Tyron Smith is good. Slater's good from San Diego.
Yeah, baby Slater.
My boy Braden Smith. He's just fine. He's taking a step back.
Who's that?
Colts.
You know he had to throw one.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have said who's that.
Like, yeah.
Well, he's not a left tackle, but Lane Johnson is a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's plenty of them to go around, but those are probably the guys I had to think. If I off the top of my head, I don't know any other teams, but there's plenty of good ones out there.
Yeah, we were there. There's a podcast in Atlanta, and they were talking about the evolution or the de-evolution of the running game in the NFL, because you could not, aside from McCaffrey in the MVP conversation, you didn't really want to put anybody else in the conversation.
There isn't anybody.
And that you could not, like, most people aren't going to come up with the same 5 top running backs because 1, they don't get the exposure. 2, they're asked to do different things.
Yeah.
And 3, they're just not featured
at all.
Which is just weird to me. Like there aren't, like, I mean,
they're going pretty soon. They're going to start doing that to receivers.
Like, it's McCaffrey. Well, because you got to bring the payroll back down.
Yeah.
And the only way that's how you're going to do it.
If you want to go to the league, be a nickel or a free safety. Parents out there, I'm just giving you free game. You can call me dumb.
Yeah.
You can do whatever. This I do know.
Yeah.
Play free safety or nickel or be a hybrid defender.
Yeah, like if you're
and
the,
you,
if you're
and
the
you
number
don't even
4
have to be
receiver
good
on your high school,
you will get there.
Go to, if you're the number 4 receiver on your team.
Yeah.
And you feel like
and you must not be all-state safety.
You'd be an all-state corner.
Right. The best receiver in the state right now, who's my second nephew, or is my nephew at Millard South, he's the best receiver in the state. He will be phenomenal free safety.
Yeah.
If he goes and does it.
Yeah. If
I always keep telling his dad to do it. His dad ain't listening to me. He Oklahoma fan. He don't know no better. Anyways. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin. Great show today. We'll be back tomorrow at it. Tune in. Stay tuned. Amon Green's next. Don't hold it against him that he will play to Green Bay with Blake Martinez and A.A. Ron, who actually Aaron Rodgers, they say, is a great teammate and has went to bat for a lot of players, though, too. So you got to give him props. And he does a lot for former players as well. So he's actually all around good dude. Really suspect about the Achilles, but you know what? More power to him. Old school. We are out.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us. And wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Koppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, see their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply